All right. Live from Vault 7, it's the Red Herring Show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Red Herring Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Johnny Hatman, and with me is my co-host.
Left-handed gun.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Mike
I'm not gonna
Morrison.
do it. I don't need to hold your hand through
I'm
this
sorry.
shit. I know you're
Well,
a
then
big
stop
man.
touching it.
You're a big man making big videos on the YouTube, and it's just all you're a well-known man. Just messing with them. This is the most unprofessional podcast that exists.
There's thousands of podcasts you can choose from.
It's true.
Pick ours for the least professionalism.
Pick ours first.
Yeah.
Pick ours first. So, geez Louise, lot to cover today. Wait, what?
Maybe.
What are we talking about? That's a good. That's my favorite.
We got stuff.
That's my favorite topic. I love that.
Dead
topic
air. Good times.
More than anything else. Dead air. What a great show. I think that's the name of the episode. Episode 2, Dead Air. The episode where we lose the 2 subs we have, which are just me and you.
Top 5 shows that will never make it.
Top cack. Restaurant podcast. Oh, jeez, dude. So I didn't do my homework.
Neither did I.
I didn't watch Arrival. What were you supposed to do?
I think I was supposed to watch 2 things on the internet.
You didn't look at Gypsy Sends? Okay.
Gypsies.
So, Bearing...
And something else.
Bearing put out of it... Well, Russian road rage videos are just fucking... Those
you know
are
what? I could talk
classic.
about that because I've seen plenty of GoPros mounted on the cars of foreign countries.
The Russian road rage, for some reason, those compilations are just the best. There was this one video I was watching where these 2 dudes who were like both drinking beers, and there's a dash cam, and they walk in front of this dude's car and he honks at him, so the guy's like, "Whoa, whatever," so he drunkenly puts his beer down on the hood of his car, and so the dude in the car just says, "Fuck it," and he just starts going, and the guy tries to hold on, and he starts slamming the windshield, so he slams on the brakes, and the guy falls forward. I'm like, that's what you get.
Wow.
What did you expect? Like, don't do that.
I don't know where he thought that he could win that battle.
I mean, he's not. He didn't seem like a smart man, but he was also not a sober man. So.
Yeah. Well, don't go to the prejudging. We don't know, like, how full was that beer? I mean, maybe that was his first beer. Maybe he got 1 sip in, and then this guy was...
You're right. I rushed to judgment. I shouldn't do that. I'm just thinking in the immortal words of play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
There we go.
I'm probably gonna have to censor that out.
Yeah, we want an audience.
Which is great. So anytime I say I'm gonna have to censor that out. That's another one right there.
Yeah.
I should probably censor out when I say that too.
Well, the BT 1000s are like monitoring us at all times.
BT 1000s. That's right. Yeah. Also this is not a studio.
See, they're already here.
This is not a studio, folks. There are people outside. This is an apartment. And it's not even a studio apartment, so there's no excuse.
Cats everywhere.
Just cats and dogs living it. No, can't rehash
can't
that.
go back there.
Dogs and cats.
Can't go back to that.
Even though it just popped up for a half a second. It's funny, I make reference to these things now, knowing full well when I listen back, I'm gonna go, God damn it, I have to edit that.
That's okay. It's okay. I don't think we're living in Clip City anymore. So.
We're not in Clip City. We are in Milwaukeedelphia, which is
we are in Milwaukeedelphia.
Straight out of Milwaukeedelphia, folks.
Yes, great town.
So
City.
no, I did have a question. And this is more serious. We're going to start off a little bit more serious.
Shit.
And when I say serious, I mean there was a viewer question, and by viewer question, I mean it's a question from me when I watched it back.
Ah, damn it.
So Mike, when you pick a topic to make a video, what do you do? Because you don't do trending topics.
Not usually, no.
No, you don't do trending topics. You don't do things that are quote unquote popular.
Yes.
You don't do commentary videos. You just you make whatever you want. So like, how do you decide on your topic? This is mostly asking for a friend.
Oh well. Hello, friend.
It's me.
Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Oh. Do we have to do this right now?
Oh, no, shit.
Cut the feed!
Cut the feed. You know, honestly, I just want to talk about the things that I want to talk about, and the things that I know I could talk about, or at least things I think I can talk about that I actually.
It also helps that you get a little bit tipsy before you record.
You know.
It seems to be a common theme in all of our content.
You know, I don't think we're the only ones.
Shout out to Dr. Random Account.
Yeah.
Gonna have to censor that too.
Or yeah. Or you know, a few others who need a little courage juice in their veins. Yes.
That I'm not censoring.
Yeah. No.
In fact, his head is gonna stay in the bottom right corner of this video for the entire duration.
Right there.
It's right in the bottom right corner.
Right there.
It might change.
But yeah, I mean, as I'm writing content and stuff like that, I just want to talk about the things that I feel like I have something I had to say about it or contribute. So yeah,
It's an interesting.
I would love to talk about things that other people are talking about, but I feel like it gets so overdone. It's like
well, that's the problem in all YouTube communities, right? Like, and starting off with more YouTube talk. That's great.
I don't have a timer for this. I don't really care.
This is for all the YouTube, this is for the people that come to listen to our YouTube talk, though.
Exactly. But so you get the commentary community, right?
Yeah.
And when I say commentary community, I mean the the people that mostly talk about the trending topics.
Yes.
Trending topics usually being the drama that's happening between the YouTubers.
Yes.
And the drama that's happening when somebody gets sued or this or that or this or that.
Something
whatever.
like that, yeah.
They all kind of make the same video. And there's nothing wrong with that inherently. It's just my only problem with it is when my only problem with it is when all of them say the same fucking thing. And it's like you can have different opinions, but it strikes me as they're like, oh, well, this is where the rest of my friends are heading with this idea, so I might as well have the same opinion as my friends. It's like, they're your friends, though, so they're not gonna ostracize you from the community for not agreeing with them.
Agree.
And unless they really are that petty, I don't know, I'm not on the inside.
Well, you need a few of these, a few of those to listen to get the kind of the story. And I mean, for me, I don't want to for the things that I watch, I don't want to be doing stuff on that, because then I'm just regurgitating what I've already heard.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be any more interesting for me to say it than for the last 50 people that are already doing it. Plus, I feel like if I keep doing the things that I want to do, then I'll grow my audience more loyal and honestly. They'll know what they're gonna expect when they come to see me. Kind of like Lindy Beige or Skullagram, those kind of contenters.
Lindy Beige is.
He's historian-esque.
Okay.
I've sent you some of his stuff in the past.
Well, here's a link to Lindy Beige.
Lindy Beige.
Giving
And Skullagram, too.
Giving myself Skullagram. I like that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's why when I'm coming up with these topics for these videos, I'm trying to come up with a topic that is off the wall, but at the same time not something that's trending, even though the trending is what gets the views.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. The commentary videos are what is YouTube right now. Because aside from all the bullshit cat videos and the World Star Hip Hop videos and the fucking the slow-mo guys. Shout out to the slow-mo guys. I'm gonna censor that one too. But it's just a joke at this point. But the commentary videos, regardless of if it's political or if it's just about pop bullshit that's happening right now, that is what YouTube is right now.
Yeah.
2 years ago, YouTube was entirely gaming and entirely gaming related.
Yeah.
And that's just where it was. Before that, it was all sketches, mostly.
Yeah. Webisodes and
vloggers.
Stuff like that.
Vloggers will never go away.
Yeah.
And the thing is, But vlogging is not the type of content you want to start uploading when you're like, oh, hey, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, I'm gonna vlog. It's like, you missed that by about a decade. That's not really the thing anymore.
I can't imagine anybody's life that interesting.
They're not.
To start over.
Well, but that's like fucking FouseyTube started vlogging last year because he's like, oh, I want to stop doing fake pranks. I'm gonna take my channel in a new direction. And he started vlogging, and I was like, dude, why? I get that you have 10 million plus subs, but why? You couldn't think of anything. You couldn't just like talk. You couldn't come up with an idea, write a script, and just like go.
The only thing,
Like, and no hate to the man because he found his hustle and he's got it. It's good. That's
Sure.
fine. I'm not. This isn't like I'm jealous of his size. This is like you have the resources at your disposal to make really good production quality content. Like you could write a script. Like you could write a sketch. I know you can't. You fake pranks, which means you come up with comical scenarios. You could make sketches, and quickly, because you have a team. Why vlogs?
Not speaking for the man, but I would do it if I was in his shoes. And the reason why I did that is because it's easier. It's the easiest thing, and you already have your loyal base. So you have your loyal audience that's gonna watch you, and when it comes to that, once you have a base that's gonna watch you no matter what you do, and out of 10 million subs, you only need a fraction of that to be consistently watching you, and they like them, right?
Well, here's the question though. Now hear me out. This is just playing devil's advocate to the point you just made.
Sure.
So, yes, he's got a loyal fan base. They're gonna watch him because they like him, because they like him. Because he does update videos and all that stuff. And he's very active on Twitter. But the vlogs are something at this point, and even when he started doing them, you take out your phone, you go to the YouTube app, and you just hit upload.
Yeah.
And you can just record and upload
as is.
while you're doing something, right? Like, you don't need to record something, because the vlogs are all one shot. Like, it's all one shot video. All he's doing is editing in, like an outplate, basically. So, he could still do really good quality shit and the vlogs at the same time. Like, because if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna go that route, what I would say is a better way that he could do it is if he was doing vlogs on set, which would be not only cool to see the behind the scenes shit for his fans, but his fans also get him just talking about stuff.
Yeah.
So he gets to mix in two different things, which are both bonuses to the fans, on top of him giving them stuff that's new, that's fresh, that's whatever. Now, granted, he just had a movie deal, so that was a thing, but I'm just using him as a jumping off point.
Well, I think, then, like, not knowing anything really about FouseyTube, I would say, one, he probably has a lot of things working in the background. You know, like, Armored Skeptic was on Ruben Report the other day. Yeah. And he was talking about how he's so super busy, right? But I feel like we don't see more than one video a month from him.
Yeah, at the very least, he puts out, like, a video every 2 weeks. At the very least. But the thing about...
But my point, let me just finish what I was going to say, was that, we don't see, or maybe I don't see the activity, because I'm not big on Twitter, But, the thing is what I see...
to support that claim...
Clip City!
Not to cut you off, but to support that claim, he mostly shitposts on Twitter, or tweets at June. So it's not... He's not, like, actually saying, hey, this is what I'm doing today.
Right. Regardless, I think, you have a lot of people coming at you once you hit a certain peak, and then you have to sift through all that. There are a lot of things that you have to go through behind the scenes and deal with, and then maybe he is working on something creatively in the background. Yeah. And the negative part about it also is that he might not be that talented. Not talented enough. He might be talented enough to do little gimmicks and stuff like that.
It's not that he's not talented. It's that he's not as proficient as other people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because
where's his aspirations too?
I guess the whole thing when you say somebody's not talented is like it has a negative connotation when really it just means that like you don't have the same level of skill that like
I did mean it as a negative content.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm trying to say that I'm not claiming.
What you got against? Are you?
I'm not claiming that FuziTube or
is this a send video to Greg? Are you challenging him to
Greg?
a fight?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
You can take
I'm not
him, Joey.
claiming that either one of these guys are. They may be not talented enough. What the heck?
That was an alert on the phone.
Lob City.
New from some black guy. Birthday stream with Andy Worski and Kisada Vera. I'm gonna have to censor all 3 of those.
I'm not really gonna do it. I'm gonna only censor one of those. About. Oh, I get it.
My point is, I'm just making. I don't know them. I don't know their story. So I'm just making up really scenarios that could possibly be true. So,
yeah, that's fine.
which is a whole lot of fun for you listeners out there.
But here's the people right now probably don't know who we're talking about, but
Sure they do.
But when you
Sure
take
they do.
somebody like Armored Skeptic, right, like his videos, and people have given him shit where he's like, oh, it takes me 3 days to do the animation, and I'm like, people are like, oh, it's not really animation, you're just like moving the image, and I'm like, okay, here's the thing. For me to do a video that he does, just a 20-minute video, would take me probably 2 weeks. Because it's not animation in the sense, I just quoted with my fingers, in the sense that...
He did, I saw him.
He was there. It's not... Oh, cats! Cats and laps living together.
Cats and laps.
He's not animating in the sense that he's drawing every frame and like making an actual cartoon. But when he says animating, it's like every few frames he has to set a keyframe and he has to drag it to the new location, which the amount of keyframing that he does in his videos is very high. So one could consider it a rudimentary form of animation because it's very simple. But that's the thing, right? Like people like they shit on him for it. They're like, you're not really animating. It's like, yeah, he's not animating like Waz Lee is. You know, Waz Lee is animating his avatar.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where every word is voiced from that little disembodied head.
Right.
But he probably started with that at a lot younger age. Like, Chris Ray-Gun's been fucking editing videos for his entire life, essentially. So, the fact that when he's doing stuff, I don't know what he's up to. He takes forever to upload shit, too, but that's fine. But... I don't know.
Well, you know, you get to a certain point where you don't have to be Infowars or upload 50 videos a day.
That's getting bleeped. That one.
Come on, you gotta keep that one.
That man's getting bleeped.
Cleep City.
I'm bleeping that man.
Come on.
That man is not allowed in this podcast until he's on the show.
I thought you were.
Oh, we're gonna get him on the show.
I thought you were a man of freedom of speech here.
I am.
Freedom of something.
I'm a freedom of speech, but not a freedom of.
Damn you.
So many censors. You know the funny part too? I'm entertaining the idea of every time the censor comes up, his face shows up in the box for half a frame.
That's a good idea.
Oh. If I do it, I'm gonna have to cut that part out.
Do we have to preface that not everything he says we agree with? Do we have to hashtag? Do we have to do the hashtag not everything they say? Is that a hashtag?
If we really have to do hashtag not all, I'm gonna need to take a commercial break.
Oh, I could do that. I have this live read here.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's for almond milk.
Read the copy. No.
You're really pushing this almond milk shit.
The almond. Well, hey, they're paying. They're willing to pay. Like, and it's supporting the California almond farmers out there. You know.
We're not reading their copy.
You know, they're soaking up all the water.
We are
That's why
not.
California's
we are not
in drought.
reading the almond milk copy. Not yet.
Why?
Not tonight. Not till
I think it's for a good cause. I mean, I think they have a great message. Their slogan here is
And we're back. Thank you for that wonderful word from our sponsor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir. Yes, thank you, sir. So
May I have another?
Oh, jeez. Oliver twisting it up. So we're going to go a bit lighter now, I think.
If you don't eat your meat.
I'm sorry, how can you get any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Pink Floyd.
Yes.
We're going to reference a lot of bands during this show that people are hopefully going to know.
Do bands exist nowadays?
I mean...
That's a honest question, right? Does bands even exist today?
I guess that depends on what you consider a band.
One guy...
Because technically Nine Inch Nails is still a band, but it's just Trent Reznor making music on his fucking laptop.
But it has always been Trent Reznor making music.
Well, yeah, but... How did he do that when he went to shows? Did he, like, pay musicians to play the songs?
I heard... Maybe I'm wrong, guys. Correct me.
There's a good possibility.
Good possibility.
Mike and I are not the smartest men.
And you know what? First, what I need you guys to do is to smash that like button.
We need to get this to 50 likes because I already shaved my head.
If I'm wrong, you better smash that like button. And then leave a comment and tell me why I'm wrong.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
Okay. But I think Trent Reznor, what he did was he would go to the shows. He would go to these live shows, right?
Yeah.
And he would have a mic and a recorder with him. And he would go right up to the speakers.
It's a good thing we have an underscore.
Thank God we can cut that out.
We have an underscore. We don't need it. It's fine. Fill the silences.
Damn good. All right, so he would just go right up to the speaker and then he would just record the music coming right out of the speakers.
Well, but hold on. Have you seen Reggie Watts?
Who the fuck is Reggie Watts?
He's a comedian. No, but he does a thing where
is he from Watts? Sorry.
Shut your mouth. So what he does is he has this like sound machine, right?
All right.
He's got like a beat machine and a mixer, and he'll beatbox right into the microphone. He'll make sounds and shit, and he'll record that, and then he'll loop it, and then he'll make these songs just building upon what he's doing.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of what you were describing with Trent Reznor.
That's like Winslow 2.0.
Yes, Carl Winslow 2.0. Oh God, I was so sad when I found out that guy died.
One of a kind talent.
He was such a part of my childhood. Like Family Matters, I watched on TGIF.
No, not
wait.
No.
Wait. I'm mixing up shows. I'm talking about Carl Winslow.
I'm talking about the guy from Police Academy.
Was it the voice? Oh, the voice guy.
The voice guy.
I was talking about Carl Winslow from Family Matters. Steve Urkel. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Kyle's dead.
Yes, both of them are. God, you're making me sad. This is depressing. Play some happy music and show a puppy.
Rest in peace. Cheers to those guys.
That wasn't enough. Play some more happy music. Show another puppy.
Yes, give us some, please. Some cats and dogs, please, together.
Cats and dogs. I feel like we need to get Bill Murray on the show before he dies. The man is close to death.
Bill, before you die.
He knows when he's gonna die.
Hey, he just watched the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. I think he knows when he's gonna die.
Ooh. Here's a question. Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
No, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up, but which one would you rather know? Would you rather know when or how?
I would rather know when. Because how, if I find out the how, and the how is a very common thing, like you're gonna
slipping in the shower.
Yeah, like slipping in the shower.
Every day you're gonna be like, huh?
I'm gonna be paranoid as fuck every time I go into the shower.
What if you just take baths?
I mean, you could still slip.
That's a good point.
I mean, you're not gonna. It's not gonna. The thing is,
What
if you're gonna
somebody
die a
says-
certain way, you're
Okay.
not gonna be able to prevent yourself from
But
dying.
what
that
if
way.
somebody says, it's okay, so you know how you're gonna die, right? So someone says you're gonna die in a skydiving accident.
Okay.
What if you just never go skydiving? Are they wrong, or have you changed your future?
Oh, it's brilliant, brilliant question, my sir. But
This-
see, the
this is
thing
the
is,
hard-hitting shit that we
well,
need to get
if we're gonna talk about choice versus fate, predetermined destinations,
Final destination.
you will
5.
end up in a plane,
Yes.
regardless.
Yes.
Somehow, some way, you will end up in a plane,
So
and you
you-
will have to jump out of that plane.
Yeah, but I mean, if you know when you're gonna die, though, doesn't that kind of
It gets you
Does it-
scheduled. First
does
of
it-
all, it makes you plan. I mean, you will be like, all right, this is my due date, and I've got to reach all of these goals by that due date to achieve the things I want to achieve in my life. It'll like set
But
you
wouldn't
and
that-
organize you.
But wouldn't that kind of be discouraging, right? Like, if you kind of want to get all your goals achieved, but then all of a sudden you get a bunch of roadblocks and you can't get any of that shit achieved. And then, let's say, the death date comes up, and you haven't done anything, not for lack of trying, but just because you couldn't do it. And then you're just like, well, I'm fucking dead now. Like, shit, this is it. I fucking tried it all.
Well, are you saying that as if to prevent yourself from trying? Because here's the thing. If I say, I want to know, instead of knowing how I die, I want to know when I die, and they tell me, you're going to die in 2 days. Well, then, in the next 2 days, I'm going to smoke as much pot and fuck as many girls as I possibly can. Sorry, honey.
Your wife's not listening to the
No,
show.
she's not. But if they tell me,
the only reason my girlfriend's listening because she lives with me.
if I'm gonna die in 10 years,
Yeah. Okay, it gives you a little bit more. I'll give you that. I see, me personally, I think I would rather know how I was gonna die.
yeah. But if you don't know how you're going to die, and then you ask, how am I going to die?
Well, no,
and
but
then
I'm
they
saying,
give you
like,
that option.
This is the choice that's being presented with you. It's like I am a soothsayer.
I can't look at it without
I
saying-
am the soothsayer.
I know, but I can't.
So, okay. Well, I agree to disagree.
I agree to disagree.
That's why it's
I'm sorry. You
why
have
it's
the
a good-
floor.
it's
You
why-
have the floor.
Okay.
Take the floor. Take the floor.
Here's the thing. If I know how I'm gonna die, then I'm still have that sense of motivation where I'm just like, I'm going to like do all of the things that I want to do because I know how I'm gonna die.
Okay.
And that way, if I find myself in the situation that is similar to someone said how I'm going to die, then I'm like, I would feel better prepared for it. Because it's like, oh, this is it. If they were like, oh, you're gonna die in a plane crash, because, plane, whatever. It's like, I'm gonna do all the things and, like, not travel by plane for as long as I can prevent it, and then, like, do all the things that I want to do, and then, like, I have to travel by plane. It's like, it's fine, because I've had the motivation to get things done, and now I'm in a plane, and it's like, okay, this might be how I die. That's okay. I'm prepared. It's fine. I might die today. Kind of a thing.
I can't argue with that point of view.
Well, alternately, there's another question that piggybacks off this. But more optimistic. Would you rather, turning into Would You Rather the podcast, would you rather be able to see into the future or change the past?
Oh, good question.
Right.
Change the past.
Wow. Without hesitation. Why?
Because I already know I know, in terms of the past, I know its future. So.
Well, you know what's future as of now. You don't know what's future as of coming.
Right. Well, the thing is like to know the future, right? I think that's kind of like fool's gold, so to speak. I think it's a little bit of a dangerous thing to talk about, or to think about, or to like kind of think you know, or
Well, for sake of argument, just for this question,
sure.
when I say see the future, if you didn't look into the future, the image that you're seeing when you look into the future is how it would turn out, right? So if you look into the future and you're like, I can see the future, so if I change something, I can change the future. Essentially, the question is, would you rather be able to see where you're going, make an adjustment, and change where you're going, or change the past to change where you are now? But the problem with changing the past is you don't know where it's going to put you now.
True.
And it's a one-time deal. It's not like I have this ability throughout my life constantly. It's like you, as you are now, would you look to your past and change something there? Or would you look to the future and say, I'm going to make a change so that I don't turn out like that guy?
All right. Well, here's two things. Actually, I don't know if it's two things or not. But one thing is that changing the past for the future, for the present, basically, or seeing into the future and then readjusting your direction because of that, right? You know, it's almost like 6 of one, half a dozen of another. A little bit. Because kind of. Because think about this. In my perspective, let me put it in a contextual way.
Okay.
I don't look at changing the world with these kind of conversations. I don't think that like I'm gonna go back and kill Hitler kind of thing.
Well, no.
But let me just say, like, it's not about like correcting the wrongs of the world, but more correcting or taking advantage of the things that have happened in the past to better situate myself in the present.
Yeah.
If I saw something in the future, right, I would still have to figure out how to either avoid it or make it happen. Whether if, like, let's say I was born in 1981. Okay? If I go back to 1981 at my present age, I decide to invest in IBM as my father, who has the same name as I do, who is also the same age as I am right now.
Well, but if you change something about your life in 1981,
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. So, I invest in IBM as my father in 1981. However, I don't tell my father that he has the stock.
oh,
Yes, I hide it.
but hold on, flaw in the plan. How old were you in 1981?
I was born, so I was just born.
So you as an infant cannot invest.
No, but I am going back in time.
Well, but that's the question. You're changing the past, but not in the sense that like you can change what other people do.
Oh,
You can
yes.
only change what you do.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I go
So
back.
if you're an infant, you can't invest.
Oh, I see. But I thought you were referring to if, like, me as myself can go back in time.
No.
Oh,
You go like basically it's like if you're going back in
So
time
we're
to
staying
correct
linear.
a mistake,
so it's linear.
or you're looking to the future to avert a mistake.
Well, there's the question then, right? It's like, so if I want to go back 10 years, I go back as a 25-year-old. As
You go back to when you were 25 and
okay.
basically change a decision that you made as that you.
As I'm a 25-year-old person making a change.
Well, you can make the change as a 35-year-old.
But in my 25-year-old body.
Well, yeah.
So if I went back to 1981, I won't be my 35-year-old self. I'll be a 35-year-old inside
even
an infant body.
But that's the thing. Even if you're a 35-year-old
Baby body.
in an infant body,
Technically.
in a baby body, you don't have the capital to invest in IBM.
No, but
So-
I'm just saying. Oh, I'm just getting the point. I'm getting that because if I was
No, basically, it's you look back in hindsight and you're like, this is a thing that I did at whatever year it
Right.
was, and I wish I hadn't have done that. So you go back and you change to not doing that.
well, then I would go back 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And I would start a YouTube channel.
Hey, that's what I would have done.
That's the answer you're looking for.
That's. Yep.
Yeah. Clip City.
Pause. So we're back after that quick cut that nobody noticed.
Yes, that.
So
was good.
don't even say.
I'm not going there.
Better
Okay.
fucking not.
All right.
Um,
Sorry. Put the knife down.
So it's listen. I know you're not here of your own volition. I rounded you up to do this podcast, and you're held at knife point this whole time. So there was another question that I found that was a would you rather thing. So that's what it was. Would you rather? Now this is gonna get a little bit dark.
Oh God.
Would you rather kill yourself to
Yes.
save everyone else in the world, or kill everyone else in the world to save yourself?
Oh, you bastard! You bastard!
I did it. Applause for me. Applause effect. I did it. I broke Mike.
Damn it.
Yep. I know your answer. I know the one you want to say.
I gotta.
And now I'm listening to your justification of the answer that you don't want to say.
I just want to ask you one thing.
What's that?
If I kill, if I die to save everybody,
Yeah.
will I be known for that?
No.
Then fuck everybody. I will kill everybody and live the rest of my life on this planet doing whatever the fuck I want because fuck all you people.
And we have officially determined that Michael Morrison is the most selfish man on the face of the planet. Oh, cheers. Cheers, my
Cheers.
friend. That is a wonderful revelation.
Oh, fuck it. Favorite TV show, Last Man on Earth, for the first 2 episodes before he
Here's-
ran into that chick.
Well, first off, okay, Last Man on Earth. The reason I didn't like that show is because when I saw the trailer for the show, right, they were like, oh, it's the Last Man on Earth, and he's doing all this shit, he's going around, he's collecting stuff, and I'm like, okay, that looks funny, but how are they gonna make that last for
5 seasons.
you know, the 5-6 seasons? And I'm like, this looks ridiculous. It would make a great movie. And then I start watching
Yes.
it, and then within the first season, he finds another person. And instantly, I went, I don't like this show because it's lying to me.
I'll say this. Me and my wife still like this show, and we still watch it. When hashtag no new episodes lately.
That's the first hashtag you've done.
I know.
Hashtag celebration.
I'm not a big
half-
hashtag guy, but
Half-tag. What's a half-tag?
half-tag.
I'm gonna have to make one up.
Ooh, what if that becomes a thing? Half tags. Damn.
That's chilling.
He still does some random ass shit.
Yeah.
What's really good about the show is that these last people on Earth are the last people on Earth you would want to be the last people on Earth. That's what's good about the show. And honestly, it is a lie. It is a lie about being the last man on Earth, and it pissed me off, believe me. But I worked through it. I you know what? We went to therapy, the TV show and I. We went to therapy, and
This is Milwaukee-Delphia, folks.
we-
Anything happens.
we came through to the other side, and I still enjoy the show because these guys they're the last people on Earth. They're not survivors.
No.
Somehow they are survivors, though. That's the weird part. They are not survivors, but somehow they are survivors.
Well, that brings me to a topic. Continue your thing. But well, I gotta think.
You got to think?
about
Okay,
it.
okay. Well, I'll finish up real quick because there's not really much else to say, but it's very interesting to see these half-assers,
I thought you were gonna say hacks.
hacks. I'll say it, hacks.
Whoa!
How they
Whoa.
got,
Whoa.
how they. The thing is like it's a little unrealistic because these people should be dead.
A little unrealistic.
Okay, well, okay. It's a little unrealistic. I was going for my cousin Vinny,
Okay.
Joe Pesci.
Okay.
The only part he ever played where he wasn't trying to fucking kill somebody because he's short.
Whoa. Continue.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
You did, and I'm hurt.
Well, I meant it for him, but I didn't mean
But I
to
get
you
it.
because I don't look at you as that kind of a guy.
Italian or short?
Both.
Oh, jeez. We just pissed off all the Italians.
That's okay.
No, but the point I was gonna say, was that
Shout out to North Shore in the Boston area.
North Shore.
You can go fuck yourselves.
Whoa.
Just
Oh,
kidding.
it's a Boston thing.
It's a Boston thing.
It's
I'm
more
kidding.
like an I love you.
You cut that out.
Cut that part out. Don't
Wait,
worry.
Let me start over. You know what? The first part was probably better.
Would you rather? Would you rather smell like shit for a day, or you smell shit for a day, but nobody else does?
I smell like shit for a day.
You would rather the people around you smell shit for an entire day.
Yes, fuck everybody else. I don't know if you got that from the last thing we talked about.
I mean, see, the thing is, though,
I told you, fuck.
I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, I would rather smell shit for a day and not smell like shit than actually smell like shit for an entire day. Because the thing is, if you smell like shit, and I'm talking about human feces, like, not gross feces, but like standard human feces. If you are omitting the smell of human feces for an entire day,
Yes.
everyone you come in contact
Yes.
with goes, oh, Mike Morrison, he smells like shit. The next day, they're still gonna be like, yesterday he smelled like shit. I think he's kind of a shitty person. Pun intentional.
Good. It'll save me a lot of headaches.
But the thing is, like,
You know how many people I can avoid because that?
yeah.
I can avoid a
But-
lot of people.
But at the same time, people who like you are gonna be like, I'm apprehensive to be next to Mike because yesterday he smelled like shit.
And over that period of time
Yeah.
that I don't smell like shit, that will wane.
I would rather smell the
Sure,
shit
I'm
for
sure
a
it'll
day.
always be in the back of their heads,
Mm.
and that's fine. But let me ask you this, because
Ask
obviously I always
Ask away.
with every one of these beautiful questions, I have to preface: do I know I smell like shit?
Yes.
Then I won't go anywhere. I will stay home.
You
for,
have to. You have to. You can't
No.
just not go anywhere.
I
when you
will
smell
call
shit.
in sick for
No,
work.
no.
I'll be like,
That is
honey,
not possible. In
I'm
this
sorry.
scenario,
For some reason, I
in
smell
this-
shit
nope.
for this day.
Fuck you. In this scenario, that's not possible.
All right.
That's
Well,
not
then I
fucking
don't
possible.
know that I smell like shit.
You do know that you smell like shit. You have to do your daily duties.
Then I'll still do it
Why? Why would you? Ah!
because fuck everybody else.
Like, even you. Okay,
Such an ass.
your wife is not gonna want to touch you afterwards.
Yes, that would be the worst thing. That would be the worst thing.
And you're not worried at all.
Listen.
This is what I wish we had video of this. This is fucking,
Let's just put it this way.
Yeah.
Marriages
Okay.
go through way more than smelling like shit for a day. Period. If they cannot withstand that, then that relationship is bogus, and then that's it. That's
Well-
it. It's over. I mean,
Oh, jeez. Episode 2 and we're already doling out life lessons.
when you get married, you have the sickness and health clause in there. And you know what? If you're not going to uphold to that, then you should never be married. Plain and simple.
I think that's
We're not ending on that.
no,
Fuck
we're not
you, we're not
ending
ending on that.
It's got too real. I think we gotta end on something funny, something happy. Would you rather? And this is what we're going out on. Would you rather never eat dessert again, or change your name legally to Adolf Hitler?
You